Now there's a bit of a theme going on here in regard to these videos. I filmed these videos about 3 years ago. Some of it may be a little bit longer, and it's taken me about 3, 4, 5 years in some cases to get to this point. Now the theme that is flowing through all these videos is I'm looking a bit younger in them, and the work is still going on. It's been a long, painful at times process, and that's why I'm doing like a little video out of the situation, and I'm just editing the videos, trying to get stuff that I've recorded years ago into a format that, you know, hopefully somewhere someone might be interested in watching it, and hopefully enjoy it, maybe be encouraged or made a bit more enthusiastic about the things that I'm trying to talk about, trying to convey. So it's 3 years on from this video, and hope you enjoy it.
Oh my, watch this, watch the wheels on this.
Watch your toes there.
Just try and lower it. Lower it. It's gonna snap. Okay. Right, let's try it again. I think if you lift it like that. In the process of pressure washing these massive timbers, as you can see. This is original pitch pine. It's probably about 100 years old, and it's from some old houses that I was going to use a few years ago on a different project, but what I'm doing with them now is repurposing them to go on top of the these little concrete posts, cement, these little metal bars I've put into the floor all the way along here, going down there, you see that, and along there, all the way along. So the idea is that these posts are going to sit on top of the metal bars, and that way it should keep the wood good for a long time.
What I'm doing now is getting
100 years of dust and gunk off these beams, and they're coming up like new. It's amazing. Here we are. Lovely sunny day. Now what we're doing here is, we've got about 30 massive timbers, and what we're doing is we're cleaning them. They are 3 inches by 9 inches, and they're old beams from Victorian houses. Now I originally bought them with an aim to renovating an old house. In the eventuality it didn't turn out like that, but I've still got them. So what I'm planning to do here is create a beautiful
pergola covering the whole yard, and basically it comprises of uprights made out of these beams. They're slotting into these rebar posts, which we've sunk into the ground there, concreted them already. There's about 21 of them going around the perimeter here. Then we are going to, this is the post, we're going to mount the post on top of the rebar, and that will keep the post nice and dry at the base, so it should last a lot longer than if we just sunk into the concrete. The next thing after that, we are, once they're up, we've got some old this is basically oak, charred oak, very good quality hardwood, and it was just containing some slate left over from somebody's driveway. And I thought that would be perfect as a trellis on top of my pergola, or between me and the neighbour and around the top of the fence, because it goes up to the same height. My pergola is going to go to the same height as this, which is approximately 2.5 metres high, the same height as that wall, and we're going to just finish it with this. So it's a lovely, good quality wood. We're going to cut these little struts off the bottom and have it this way round, so we've got nice lateral lines all the way around. Should make the yard feel nice and big. And then they're going to be on top of these beams. So as we progress, you're going to see the transformation of an absolute reclamation yard, junk room, junk space, reused, repurposed for a beautiful vineyard. It's going to be amazing. Here I am, guys. I am doing an interesting part of the yard. What I'm doing is I am inserting these bars into this hole here. Now the idea behind what I'm doing with this gun is it's a two-part like resin which we're squeezing into the hole. There's one hole there and there's another one just there. And the idea is to put these bars in, and then when it sets, we'll be able to connect the bar at the bottom down here with this bar here and the other bar here, and then we'll be able to put the beam on, put some bolts up against the to tie it all in together. So and that's it. Second nut and bolt in, ready for the next beam to go in. So we're on to beam number 3. As you can see, I'm halfway through cutting it, and this one's getting glued. This little rod's getting glued in a minute. Beam at the bottom is ready, and then we're going to drill holes in these beams, and the one I'm just in the middle of cutting at the moment. So I'll show you as I am progressing.
So at this point of the video, I am about 5 years later. The point we're at in the video, I started putting these timbers up in the yard. 5 years have gone by, so I put them up. I planted some vines.
Some of you may have noticed it's a blunt saw blade
from a company online, and then I planted them. They grew, did really well over 3 to 5 years. I can't quite remember. And then the next step of this film, harvesting. I think it was the 3rd year I'd been growing grapes, and so 3rd year of harvesting, and so that's the next step. That's the next part of the video. I'm sorry you've missed out everything in between. I don't know what happened to it, but when you've got these programs, I'm sure some of you know, you do lose footage if you don't edit it straight away. So this is the problem with hindsight editing, that's what I call it. So anyway, let's carry on.
Here we go. Here is the harvest so far. Look at these. Woo! It's the 5th of November and we are harvesting the grapes, possibly harvest from Glenwood Avenue, but who knows, let's see. So, Oscar, give us a wave. And there's Grandy. You can see we've been busy cutting all the grapes down. Well, cutting all the leaves away first, and then that leaves the produce. Yeah, nice. Well, that was yesterday, and this is the next day. You can see the carnage. Can you believe this is a harvest from South Liverpool? And this is just from one summer's worth of grapes. Amazing, really. We start processing the raw produce. So these are the grapes we've squished down by foot, and this is where it starts being filtered through the press initially, and then we use the press to press it down and get even more juice out of the grapes. Sounds quite...
Not another one. Not another one.
Not another one?
No, still on this end.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Do half.
I've got to be careful not to get it on the carpet. Or on any nasty...
This carpet.
Is it okay, Bella? Is everything under control here?
Yeah, just do another one for a while. This is what's in here.
Oh, it's splashing everywhere.
This is what, oh yeah, just doing some. This is what's happening in here.
It's going through this mesh, which should keep some of the debris inside.
And
You
then
know, the bits of
I'll
grapes
just show you guys what's in
you don't
here.
want to push
It's
through.
nice filtered wine.
Here it comes.
So, like, yeah.
From here into here. Now it's there, through that, and now it's fun, isn't it? At the bottom. So you want to come out of here? Don't let it turn. I think it's... Oh.
Well, after about 5 years of growing these vines, the day has come where they're coming out, unfortunately. But we've had some fun, and it's not all been bad. So this is the start of the new yard. So that's it. I'm trying to preserve the stem a little bit, just so that whoever gets the vine next to it comes out alright, just sort of grow from there.
next part of the project was to get all these big rocks out of the way. They've been used as ornaments in the yard for a few years, and it was time for them to go. As you'll see, as the project goes forward, a lot of this stuff I was just doing on my own, and you know, where there's a will, there's a way. And during this project, I just figured out ways of doing stuff, whether it was using dollies, trolleys, levers, planks, you know, anything I could get my hands on, just to try to get things done on my own, really. So that's what you can see me doing here. Can you believe that? I just said it, what's the worst that could happen, and then that's the worst that could happen. That didn't go so well. This one did seem to go well. As I said at the start, there was several different rocks that I had to move, and this one went according to plan, thankfully. Didn't have any help with this part of the changes I was making, but as you can see, I just struggled with some bits of insulation and gradually got each one onto the trailer and then took them away. Well, there we go. That's the end of the video, and yeah, hope you've enjoyed it. That was the first stage really of a new plan for the yard, the courtyard space at the back of the house. So it's now clear, and the latest is that I've been repointing. I didn't catch any of that on video, but there'll be plenty more to come in that regard. So I mean, it must be the longest garden makeover of all time, because it's still going on 3 years later. So I'll be adding more content. Hopefully I'll be adding more to this as time goes by, and yeah, thanks for joining me, and hopefully see you in the next video.